Hi, this is Gary Auden. I'm bringing you an interesting Educast today. Wins in the Sale of UC, brought to you by Telecom Reseller and Bicom Systems. With me today is Sheila Belzel. She's in marketing and sales of Bicom Systems, and she's really an evangelist for UC. She really believes it's a worthwhile technology. What we're going to cover today, what our agenda is, unified communications, how VoIP has influenced the development of this, discussing what a lot of people are dealing with is moving from legacy to VoIP, and then what are their expectations out of all of this? And if you see two words here, communications and collaboration, we're going to discuss what that encompasses and how it fits into workflows and the workforce, and really how you have to think about integrating it into your business processes. Well, Sheila, let's start off with the first question, and that is, it appears that unified communications has more than just voice and video as elements. Would you discuss all those elements for us?
Sure will, Gary, and thank you for having me here today. Businesses utilize software in all their operations, and the best UC solutions improve customer service through advanced features, and will also improve employee productivity through integration with other critical third-party software, such as CRMs, mail, browser, and billing software. When each of these third-party softwares are connected, administrative time is cut in half, and you get more for your dollar.
Now, you're an evangelist, and before we started this Educast, we talked about that. What's on the horizon here? Why is this on the horizon for everybody, rather than just simply a few people?
Yes, I am an evangelist for UC. I consider myself a power user when it comes to UC. I have so many projects on the go at one time that I need all the help I can get. And UC has provided that in terms of connecting me on a global scale with colleagues, enabling continuum in my collaboration efforts, which finally pull a project together effectively and on time. I've found great success in utilizing unified communications, therefore I feel compelled to share the word so that others can gain the same success.
Now, we are moving from a legacy world to an IP world. How does voice over IP push the development and application of UC?
As VoIP forged onto the scene and became popular among businesses, UC grew wings. VoIP's growing capabilities presented developers with larger scale opportunities to write features that would connect or unite software. That capability propelled UC forward to a higher functioning level. UC is beginning to have real practical uses that would generate revenue in various ways, either by streamlining business operations, which equated to lower operational costs, leaving more cash for business to develop. Wholesalers are also able to sell a popular solution to an increasing number of businesses moving over from legacy to VoIP.
Sheila, most of those viewing are probably migrating from legacy to VoIP systems. What's important about that?
The migration of legacy and VoIP is very powerful. Scalability, continuity, and the ease of use are three benefits that will increase your return of investment on a migration project. However, preparation for a successful migration is important before deploying. Things like creating a blueprint for transition, doing a network assessment, evaluating your end-to-end readiness, and identifying issues ahead of time so that your users don't run the risk of having a bad experience. Also, have a support strategy ready so that you can deal with any issues as they arise.
Now, one of the things that is a problem with this is people have different expectations, right? There are a number of expectations to unified communications. Would you go over those? And we have two here, the business owner and the workforce.
Yes, business owners are looking for the winning edge to operate competitively, but to operate competitively, they need to enhance their procedures. They need superior connection with their colleagues in order to drive engagement and thereby enhance collaboration. To do that, they must be able to provide connectivity through multiple networks and devices. By connecting people for planned initiatives, they will also help to foster employee development and creativity. In the final 2 bullet points for business owners, I address a very real demand from business owners that want more manageability of their operations through online dashboards. And finally, there is a decrease in the cost of operations when you deploy better and less expensive infrastructures. When we look at the column titled Workforce Expectation, I list increased mobility. This is the ability to access the office from many devices. As workers become increasingly mobile, the request for this capability will only grow in demand. Today's workforce is a savvy group. They are not only competing for job security, but also looking for the next great software that will increase their capability to perform better. Today's workforces are expected to get more done, so a UC that can streamline their workflows, improve collaboration, as well as processes become important to them.
That's a good segue into the next screen, which is how has VoIP changed the landscape of business communications? It's not just simply making a phone call.
VoIP is offering precision management capabilities with its advanced features that can save companies money across the board. IT expenses are just one example. Old comm systems are harder to use, where newer systems are much more centric. VoIP also offers business owners and system administrators centralized dashboards, which allow you to manage preferences and settings from anywhere.
When I look at this screen, it seems that telcos and users have different goals or expectations for unified communications. Would you compare them for us? Because each has their own view of it.
They certainly do. And users want to get operationally unified so they can increase their business precision. Doing so will keep them in the game. Telcos want to expand to vertical markets so that they can increase their product offerings and stay in the game. Everyone wants to stay in the game, Gary.
As with any technology, there are always gaps. Would you focus on those gaps for us?
With unified communications technology, there are fewer gaps. This is why it is growing in demand. In my opinion right now, the only important gap to consider is those who are using it and those who are not. That is the gap I am trying to fill by getting the word out to as many as I can.
When you talk about the gaps, we talk about expectations. We have the workforce, and how does that align with the workforce then?
Unified communications can be a primary tool in day-to-day tasks. UC can generate a sense of belonging within a workforce. It fosters purpose and understanding of initiatives, builds responsibility, increases responsiveness to tasks, and encourages creativity. Alignment and creativity are forces that can drive great things.
Well, workforces makes me think of workflow, all right? How does this modernize workflow?
It most certainly does modernize workflow when we're speaking of UC. It's opening channels of communications that bring people together. The further addition of advanced UC features will improve time management and efficiency across an entire enterprise. Technology that is user-friendly and puts many functions at your fingertips in order that we function better today than we did yesterday must be considered a modernized process.
You've used the word process, right? How does a business process integrate with unified communications?
UC pulls processes together where you have one software linked to another software. As such, we have smarter, more informed workforces that are sharing more information more often and faster. The connection of software is enabling a very smooth process for workflows.
When we talk about workflows, we talk about benefits. Could you enumerate some of the benefits now that we're seeing for business?
UC broadens your capabilities to collaborate, communicate, and share information. As such, you are better able to delegate resources, deploy assets, and minimize steps and decrease your costs.
You believe that unified communications really helps today's operations. Would you provide some insights for that?
If you want to run your business on old technology that costs more to maintain and has fewer features, that's up to you. However, with that said, I doubt you will be able to compete in today's market for much longer if you don't get on board.
If, in a sense, what you're saying is there's the bar, and we're raising the bar with communications. Would you tell us what that means?
What I mean is business owner and workforce expectations have advanced. They see the new technology and they don't want to settle for outdated processes anymore. So I suggest you get current with your software or be left behind.
All of this is for the end user, for the customer, all right? Would you discuss some of the customer expectations and why they need to be rapidly developed?
Sure. Customers are more informed than ever before. They are constantly browsing for information, and they are also talking to each other. They expect flexibility, and they want superior products. Customers feel they are more in the driver's seat position than ever before, and they are right. Business owners need to understand this if they are ever going to understand customer buying habits and what they want after the sale.
You said earlier, a lot of people aren't here yet. What's happening to the people who have missed the boat?
Yes, some people are missing the boat, and that's why I am here today. I am blowing the horn and calling out all aboard.
How can those listening profit from the implementation of unified communications?
A UC offers more manageability, so having greater potential to steer your ship provides you with greater opportunity to earn more revenue. A UC gives you the ability to set the direction, choose the speed, and earn more profit. You will get a bigger bang for your buck through time management precision and accumulate profit with increased productivity. If you can increase engagement in your initiatives, you will have greater potential to be a leader in your field.
The next page has the word subscribe on it. Would you expand on that for us?
Well, in this slide, I am blowing my ship's horn. In this slide, I provide a bird's eye view of our UC Glowcom and some of its top features. If you like what you are seeing and hearing today, then I would suggest you subscribe or sign up on our website so that we can discuss much more about your company and what solution we have ready for you.
How does BICOM deliver this sort of fresh breath of air for unified communications?
BICOM Systems is pumping up the sales for our customers with software that has more features than ever before. We have our finger on the pulse of current trends in order that we can stay market informed. But not only that, we are here to help our customers after the sale by helping them sell more. We are providing them with marketing collateral so they can focus more on what they do best, selling. That collateral is free for their use. We are committed to the success of our customers by offering them more in terms of software functionality, IT support, and specialized customer services. Our efforts are indeed putting wind to their sails as we help drive their success.
I'd like to point out BICOM Systems has a lot of information. There's a website that you can go to. There's contact information. They've supported many, many companies around the world. Thank you very much, Sheila, for time today. I appreciate your insights.
Thank you, Gary.